Well, let's all agree that the war in Ukraine is continuing to go on. It started, well, back a number of years ago when Barack Obama was president, and suddenly the Russians decided they wanted the Crimean Peninsula, and they took it. The Obama administration did absolutely nothing. And then when the Biden administration came in, Russia decided to, well, attack Ukraine, figuring in 2 weeks they could overwhelm the country and have it for their own. Now, why is Russia doing that? Well, because Ukraine is right next door to Mother Russia. And it's kind of interesting parts of Ukraine and the parts of Russia. Let me explain that to you. If you were to go to the country of Ukraine right now, you go to Kyiv, their capital, they would speak Ukrainian. But if you head to the eastern side of the country, in the Donetsk and the Luhansk regions, these are like states, provinces, call them what you want. They speak Russian. So if you go to the eastern side of Ukraine, people there speak Russian and they are Russian, and that's where their allegiance is. But in Ukraine, they speak Ukrainian. Now, Ukraine is a very, very corrupt country. It's a lot of bad stuff going on. The money going into Ukraine has been funneled off and put in a lot of different places. And frankly, it's not necessarily going to fight the war. It's been funneled off, and people are making money off this thing hands down. Countries are putting money into Ukraine. The United States is putting money into Ukraine. And here we are, 3 years in, 3.5 years in, war's still on. Now, President Trump hates war. He's proven that. He's trying to get this thing taken care of, down, and get it put to bed, as they say. So he meets with Putin in Alaska, and a lot of people putting him down, saying, "Oh, how dare he? He was fooled. He was played like a cheap suit." Trouble is, you got to meet with somebody somewhere. You got to do what you got to do to talk to him. So he got Putin to come to Anchorage, Alaska. Fine. And then the next week, what did he do? He had a whole bunch of people from Europe, 8 folks, 8 different areas, countries, even the head of NATO showed up. And take a look at this. If you remember Trump 45, take a look at the way the foreign leaders treated him back when he was president, back in the first term. Take a look at how they treated him. Now, as he's 47, take a look at how they're treating him. 2 totally different aspects, 2 totally different concepts. Because you see, now he's in control. Now he's saying, I'm going to do what I'm going to do, whether you like it or not. And they're listening to him because he has the money, the power. So he's trying to negotiate something. He has Zelensky come in. And the truth of the matter is, Zelensky actually dressed up halfway decent this time. Maybe they're trying to get something done. And I'm going to tell you, here's how it's probably going to end up. Zelensky's not going to like this, but he's probably going to have to give up the Donetsk and the Luhansk territories. Those are Russian anyway. Those people in there speak Russian. They don't speak Ukrainian. So he may have to get those up because currently the Russians occupy that area. Now, the other thing, Ukraine is not going to go into NATO. Ain't going to happen, folks. Don't see it. But Trump has said, okay, you people in Europe, it's your responsibility. You put your troops in there. You keep everything at bay without him being without Ukraine being in NATO. I think that's the way this is going to end up. So all those people in the Europe area, they're bleeding money, folks. They've been putting money into this thing for years, and they don't have the money. They got to get this thing settled once and for all. And all the corruption, because remember, Burisma, Hunter Biden, all the money he was paid, that country's as corrupt as it gets. That money going in is going all different places, not the war. Now, 7,000 people, they say, are being killed every week. It's turned out to be a war of drones and missiles. That's what it is. Are we giving all of our ammunition and stuff into the Ukraine? Well, most of it, yes. Do we have plenty in case we get ourselves in a cha-cha with somebody else? Maybe not. What I'm basically telling you is the way this is going to end up is eventually there's going to be part of Ukraine they're going to have to give up and let the Russians have it because, frankly, the people there are Russians. That's how they are. You go to the country, they speak Russian. They don't speak Ukrainian. So let Ukraine be Ukraine and let the people in Europe, well, do their job of protecting it. It's not going to be NATO, folks. Russia don't want that. That may be the only hope to get this thing solved and get things back to normal. That's what needs to be done. Trump's getting it done, whether you like it or not. He's an anti-war president. Flat out, simple. Take a look at all the stuff he's done in the past. He wants this stuff over, done, and finished. He'll get it done. It's going to take time. And anybody who remembers what happened in Vietnam in the 1970s, look how long it took Kissinger to get the United States and North Vietnam talking. It took years. You can't do things in a minute, folks. It don't work that way. And ask the folks in Korea how long it took to get the Korean War settled. It took a long time. These things take time, folks. You can't do them in a day. Russia wanted Ukraine in 2 weeks. They didn't get it. So now they're going to have to settle. A lot of people have died, and it's time to get this mess done, over with, and get our money back into the United States and get the military-industrial complex out of Ukraine. Because right now, that's where it is, and they're taking our money. Just so you understand, that's what's going on, folks. Now you know.